find any technical documents, you should bring...
Captain Kells.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
I wish there'd been another way.
The railroad was providing assistance to escaped synths, and was therefore deemed a security threat. Those sympathizers got exactly what they deserved. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Prydwen, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology.
Right.
Speaking of pre-war technology,
Sure.
congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant feed systems reporting.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Attention!
You look like you've been through the
Any
ringer,
personnel who
Paladin.
have not completed
Can't
their
say that I
annual
blame
medical
you.
evaluation
There's a hell of a
should
business
report
with
to Knight
dance.
Captain Cade
Can't
immediately
even
to
imagine
schedule
having
an
to look him in the
examination.
face.
That is all.
Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm sorry you had to be the one to handle the dirty work. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Prydwen's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
Fine, just point me in the right direction.
I was hoping you'd say that. Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of... The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
You sure you want to have to cover this, egghead?
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering advancements lately, that makes it a goddamn gold mine. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity like that.
It would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby waiting to drop us off on the roof of the mass fusion tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Greetings, Paladin.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gun.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Paladin.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right, all right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
You know, before getting shipped to the Commonwealth, I thought Elder Lyons still had some good points. The Brotherhood in the Capital Wasteland, they were about helping. But this assignment, it's opened my eyes. On the flight here, we passed city after city. Buildings taller than I've ever seen. Some that nearly clipped the Prydwen. And who uses them now? Mutants. Freaks. Seeing all that destruction, tens of millions dead, brought on by technology run amok, it made it so clear. Elder Maxson is right.
While I appreciate your attempts at diligence, Initiate, the sheer volume of complaints you have filed implicating your brothers and sisters as synth agents has done irreparable harm to ship morale, as well as your own credibility. Proctor Ingram, Paladin Danse, Elder Maxson. I understand the stress of our mission is great, and for that reason I am inclined to show leniency for the damage you've done. Your reassignment will be effective immediately. Welcome to Recon, Initiate. Do us proud.
Heard you cleaned house over at Railroad HQ. Could probably use some fresh supplies.
Set me up.
Be my guest.
You haven't lived until you've tipped ramen with a vertebrate. Now that's a challenge.
All right, now we're talking.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Hostile target sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn bitches are crawling all over the place. Send them out before we drop.
Cleaning bot. Hey, I got some.
Targeting sensors. Operational.
Hit.
Not getting down that way. Looks like the elevator needs some kind of a key card. the agitator anywhere. It must have been moved. Let's check out that terminal over there.
I'd have heard about a baritone adjudicator for sale in the car.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Hey, does that play Red Menace? Love that damn game.
You found the key card. Good. Now we can get that elevator running.
Is someone present? Hello. Combat initiated.
Detonating explosive charge.
They've knocked out the power to the elevators!
Do my best work in the dark anyway. That it?
Lock's really strong.
Back online.
Don't think I can pick this.
Movement detected. Curious.
Fusion's reactor. make them like that anymore.
That's a lot of juice.
Hey.
Shoot.
Hancock.
To think I ever doubted you.
Thanks. You're not so bad yourself.
I never get many complaints. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened at Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to...
How could they do something like that?
There'd always been a pretty big gulf between the folks living in the stands and folks down on the field.
Sure.
McDonough ran on it because I remember storming into his office. He was just standing there. I did it, Joe. Should have killed him right there. He said he couldn't. And then he smiled.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole... I still wasn't... I'd been sneaking off the... I managed to track... I brought them food for a... Folks in Diamond City. I felt like I was the only one. Still feel that way. Or I did. Until I met you. I know I run my... It's meant a lot to me.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road. With plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
Proctor Ingram?
Looks pretty dangerous in there. Yep. Looks pretty dangerous in there. You have enough radiation protection on you?
Yep, I've got it covered.
Well, take these extra doses of Rad-X anyway. Can't hurt. You know, this was a nuclear research facility. If you look around, I'm sure you can find something that'll do the trick.
Let me guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Sad how often that works.
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system, while I monitor everything from out
Now
here.
cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Decontamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor. The building security
alert in the reactor chamber. Emergency lockdown initiated. Please wait. Decontamination complete.
Scanners detecting sentient life. Engaging hostile. There you
The Institute must have sent reinforcements.
Took their damn time.
I'll help hold them off. Just make sure you get the agitator out of here.
someone there? They shouldn't take long. Looks like they dug in deep here. Do your
Try not
thing.
to sever
I'll keep an
anything
eye
you
out.
might miss.